One of the most common fears, I think, is the fear of the dark. From small children to adults, most people don't like the dark. We're afraid of what we can't see, what might be hiding in the shadows. It's not just little kids that are like this, older people as well don't like to go in dark places. And for a very long time, night has been the time of darkness, the time of evil. And tonight, we as a church make a bold claim that we are not afraid of the dark. We celebrate the greatest event in human history, the resurrection of Christ. In the dark, in many ways, we reclaim the night for God, for good. As we began our celebration tonight, we blessed the Easter fire. And with a little bit of trouble, we lit the Easter candle. The light of Christ, which this candle represents, was made visible in our midst. We said, may this light dispel the darkness of our hearts and minds. And as we processed into the church, this one light was shared with all and lit up the entire church. For those of us who are baptized, and for those who will be baptized tonight, we have been given this light of Christ. With this light, we are told, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid of the darkness. Christ has conquered the darkness, outside and within. Through his resurrection, Christ has destroyed the power of death and sin and darkness. When we accept this light in our lives, we are able to confront and defeat the jealousy and anger, the greed and corruption, the lack of faith in God's love and presence that sometimes appear within us. We are called to embrace this life, this love, this hope, this peace in our own lives. We are called to live and rejoice so that even when evil happens, we can trust that God will transform it, that he will lift us up out of the tombs of sin and darkness into the light of new life and resurrection. In his preaching, Jesus told us to let your light shine before all. It is not our light, but the light of Christ burning within us. This light, which calls us to be thankful, to be generous, to be giving of self, to be loving. We pray that this light may be kept burning bright for all, those baptized tonight, and those baptized many years ago. This is the night, as Deacon Dean so beautifully proclaimed in that wonderful hymn of praise, the Exalted. This is the night that the earth is ablaze with the light of Christ. This is the night that we are set apart from the darkness of sin. This is the night that dispels wickedness, washes faults away, restores innocence and joy, and drives away hatred. This is the night when heaven is wedded to earth, and the divine and the human are made one. This is the night that Christ rose from the dead and opened the gates of heaven for all of us. The light of Christ is present here. It is present in the hearts of all believers. It is the same light that was present in the beginning when God said, let there be light. It is the same light that led Abraham to faith, that led Moses and the Hebrew people through the Red Sea from slavery to freedom. It is the same light that the prophets spoke about and longed for. It is the same light that comes to us in baptism. It is the same light that is present when we gather as God's holy people to celebrate the Eucharist. Those of you to be baptized, rejoice in this light. Celebrate this light. Receive the Lord with joy and thanksgiving. We rejoice in the awesome power of our God and celebrate the greatest news of all history. Jesus Christ is risen, and that God completely transformed us and all of human history through it. We celebrate the power of our great God, who seemingly defeated in death, transformed death into new life. We celebrate that life and love can do what is impossible, that life and love are stronger than death and evil, that the light